Welcome, everybody. My name is 180R, aka the One Angry Donkey Roper. Today I'm going to be covering the Doctor Who EVE Online event, in which I will be covering the exploration half of this event and probably never the security side of it, as it turned out to be a fairly ISK sinkhole, ISK negative event. So, here we go. Alright, so we now have a relic site in scan. There we go. Down to 1. Let's pull everything back, close that, and get down there ASAP. So, once before, like I've said before, but you probably didn't get to see it because I've had to make this video over again because I just had so much footage that I couldn't find the parts that I was looking for in a timely fashion, that I thought, well, you know what, I'll just remake it. So here we go. I'm remaking it. We're gonna hop into this. You're gonna see a bunch of stuff going on here, and I'm gonna explain it as it's going on. But the first thing that you need to do as soon as you hit the site is find the large peculiar debris fragment. You're gonna want to lock onto this sucker, approach it as quickly as possible, turn on your boosts, even reload your core scanner on the way, and we're there, because when we're done with the large peculiar debris fragment, the site's gonna close, because we don't want anybody that's not our friends to well, I approached the wrong one. We don't want anybody that's basically not our friends to come into the site, because they're gonna take away from us. So we want to close it up and make it so that the only way they can get to us is by using a combat scanner. So boom, one bounce, reflect on the way, click the relic analyzer, start my way. Unfortunately, my internet's a touch slow today, I've noticed. It's a bit laggy there. Oh, look at that. We got 2 of them. That's definitely not good. Let's drop that down twice, just because it's a 4. 4s are hardish. 3, so we still got 3, which means it's going up there, or no, it's somewhere over there. Huh. Might be in trouble on this large one here, boys. Yeah, we're in trouble. We're done. There's not a chance that this is gonna go down. Even I don't have that kind of skill. Oh, I might have that kind of skill. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So, we've completed it by sheer luck and no skill, of course. And what did I say? This warp matrix thing is about to disappear off of the thing. Wait for it. There it goes. It's gone. So now the only way that they can find us is by actually scanning my ship down, because there's no MTU, there's no Rex, no nothing. So let's get into it. As I'm approaching this other set of debris here to loot it, you're going to notice red convergent deacceleration bubbles and blue convergent acceleration. Basically, these two things are basically a buff and a debuff. They buff and debuff the same attributes, so like propulsion and whatnot. I'll show you that a little bit later on. But let's just continue to clear this site as quickly as possible. So there you go. We have a debuff there. This is the debuff of the strange phenomenon. If we hit the blue one, it will correct it and be a positive instead of a negative. Except for the ship inertia. The ship inertia will come down to about 50. Alright, and now we're about to hit a blue, a convergence acceleration. And as you get within 5 kilometers of it, the buff will apply, and just as I had before, 200% ship velocity, minus 50% ship inertia, half the shield and capacitor and recharge rate, and then 25% reload on module cycles, and 100% turret tracking and explosion missile velocity. So ultimately, these buffs would be extremely spectacular for PvP. Why they're here for this event blows me away. But everything late CCP has been doing lately is literally blowing me away. I don't know who's steering this ship, but it's a scary voyage. Okay, let's build something. This character has no industrial skills. We're gonna go at it hard. Keep in mind, all of your mats will need to be thrown into the item hanger. Badoop. 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 There. Done, done, and done. What's the problem? Unavailable. X13, 13 out of 15. Is that true? Am I really missing 2 strange matter X13s? Let's just go back over to the... Okay, in we go. Round 2, flight. We are going to put this back in there. We have that there. We are going to start it. It will consume all and give us nothing back in return. Here we go. Do not click stop, otherwise you will lose the blueprint. Oh, look at that, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Probably because where I am. And there it is, folks. One curious warp matrix. Let's show the info on this. And it says this warp matrix filament appears to be connected to a very curious pocket of space-time that will likely require exploration and analysis with a relic analyzer module. A single capsular flying an exploration frigate or covert ops ship will be able to use this filament. Air analysis suggests that no hostile vessel... Yeah, that fucked up. Okay, so before we use this filament, we are going to create a safe. Roughly about there. Once you have completed your save, warp to your save. In your save, players will not be able to harass or join you. You do have to be away from a certain amount of things within a certain distance of like 1,000 kilometers of stations and 100 kilometers off of any other object. Once you have your safe, go ahead and set your safety to partially disabled, which would be yellow. Form a fleet with yourself, and then use your filament. This filament says that I'm not going to run into anything bad. So here we go. It's filament time, and whoa! Oh my goodness! Look at that! Zap, zap. Just beating up my poor little ship. And here we are. This looks like a fairly normal looking, normal to what we normally see. Let's go ahead and remember before, if you want to use the blue and the red things, you can go ahead and do that. I don't. I just use my what do you call it? My prop. Ooh, there's gonna be 5 there. Oh wow, they're just stopping me at every turn. Alright, we'll use it on you. How's that sound? You feel better about that? Yeah, I feel better about it too. So this is what the site looks like, and look at that. It is just the same as the other stuff. Great. Another bonus feature you could possibly do for yourself as well is bring a cargo scanner. If you brought a cargo scanner, you would be able to actually check what the contents of all of this stuff is. I generally don't run with one. I just try and get everything if possible. Of course. Of course. It's a horse. Of course. But this ain't my first rodeo, despite it being an alpha character. They lied to us too. That's the normal space return right there. Which means that whatever I get out of this, like that filament is worth like 70 million. I'm not kidding you even. That filament is worth so much. So to come out here, and if it turns out it can't yield me that kind of profit, oh man, that's going to look so bad for CCP. You fuckers. Alright, alright. You want to play like that? Let's find us. Oh, I don't think it's gonna happen, boys. I think we're fucked. Hoop, screwed, and tattooed. Let's make another shot at that one. Give you a good idea of how hacking actually works. Generally, the way they do this quite often is, oh, if there's a 1 and a 5 there, then that means that that's a dead end. And there we go. Yeah, this is not looking good. Let's go take a shot at the... I don't feel that they're any harder. Like, the boys said that it was going to be harder to do these than it was to do the other ones. They said the hacking job was harder, but I don't feel that it's harder. I feel it's about the same. Maybe I just have more experience with hacking than most do. Like, I knew that that was going to be there. So, like, that was a large, that was supposed to be the hardest one in the room. And cryogenically curious blue diary and an enigmatic schematic BPC. So we'll have to go and price check everything when we're done, see if it accumulates up to what the cost of these things are on the market, and we'll be able to take a good evaluation from there on whether or not this is even worth it. $30's no problem, by the way, when you're doing stuff like that. So on the smaller ones, you can kind of afford to waste a little bit, I guess you could say. So if you want to just go ahead and pop the first one if it's only like 30, no problem. Control Shift will clear an item fast. If you're wondering how I'm doing that, I'm holding down Control Shift and then hitting the icon up here, and that's why it's disappearing. In case you didn't know how to do that. 3 and a 2, which means that's probably here. 2 and 2, nope. Still 2 and 2, wow. Impressive. And what do we got there? A 4, which means that we're going to have to unlock this. Which means said it's right there. Right there. What did I say? What did I say? Do I know what I'm talking about or what, people? I've been playing this game for 2 years and I've already got it figured out. Well, that's a lie. I don't want a straight face lie to you, even though you can't see my face. I don't want to do it because it's not true. I don't know what's really going on in this game. There's so much that goes on in EVE Online. To say this, anybody to say that they've got everything all figured out is quite the statement. But I know what I'm doing with this. So we got 3, 1, 2, 3. No, it'll probably be there. 4. And a 4. It's over here. And another 4. What the hell? Deliberately trying to fuck with me. And my internet is slow right now. Yeah. Take that out. Take that. Right there. Alright, what do we got left? 4 smalls. And this little red icon up here is the warp field collapse warning. So I'm going through this fairly quickly, as you can tell. But keep an eye on that, because if you're not actually moving with it, then you could end up not getting all of this before the field collapses. I've only got ones left now, so it's literally just going to be a cruise at this point. 5. I'll just clear that up. There's something up here. We're gonna have to clear that up, so whatever we're looking for is over here. We'll just clear that up too. That's probably right there. Oh no, there it is. I knew it was in the area though. I knew it was there. Don't say that I didn't know, because I know. Knew it was there. Pressing Q and clicking on something, then pressing Control, then come up here, hold Control and Shift and click that once. Boom. Down. You're on your way. You're approaching. Once your ship takes the first bounce, boom, bounce, disappears and starts to come back, go ahead, click the relic icon and start to do your thing. There's 2 things here. Because if he got a 1 there, it's right there. 2, which means it's right there. Ah! Block it from both sides, bastards. They thought that they were going to get that one up on me, but no, not today. Not today. This is certainly not looking good. If there's only 325,000 worth of loot in there, that's bad. Can't lose that, right there. No. 2. That's right. There. Right third. So that's saying out. Alright. Well, Q, Control, shift, control, click. 388. I wonder what that is, to be honest with you. Yeah. Women named in musical bodies of water. To me, honestly, the show seems like really weird. Should be asking that question. If you're a Whovian, what is the appeal of this show to you? So, there you go. That's all of it. We'll even do one of these where I'll whip through all of these convergent acceleration and deacceleration gates just to make sure I didn't miss anything. That tells me that it is the same as the stuff in high sec that I see. Which is, I should just like nuke warp to this thing. Oh my goodness, 7,000, 8,000 ms. Redonkulous. Redonkulous. That's right, you heard. And this is not triggering any escalations. Still have 17 minutes on the timer. And then we'll approach that. I wonder if it actually stacked. It didn't stack, it just reapplied the buff. If it stacked, that'd be crazy. And then we will approach over here. And I am going to get a couple of screenshots here. Control F9, lads. That's how you do that. So now we are once again jumping out of that event exploration site. There's the warp conduit trace. It will obviously collapse once the timer is up, I would imagine. I don't think anybody else can get in there. Now that we are back home and we are looking at everything, we got one BPC of an enigmatic warp filament blueprint. We will more than likely not be able to, well, we could always do this, view an industry, find in contracts. I guess you can't really look at that, but regional market. Oh, look at that. And there's nothing on there, but they're probably not worth that much. So more or less, we came out and none of this stuff is really worth much. I would feel that the amount of time and effort that I put into this was not worth my time. If I was to run security combat missions level 4, I would have made a crap ton more as an Omega player. If you are a new bro and you are running standard just relic and data sites, you would make more money than this. As generally with a alpha clone that has these particular set of skills on it, he can easily pull 200 mil a day. And I doubt you'd get that from this event. And once again, like I said, the red versus and blue versus skins are nothing new and absolutely nothing special. So if you're going for the skins, I would highly recommend that you do whatever makes you the most amount of ISK, and then just simply buying it and throwing this event to the curb. this has been the exploration walkthrough for the Doctor Who event by 180R, aka the One Angry Donkey Roper. And have a good one.